Sometimes it just feels like a complete waste of time. Am I actually going to sell any products? Maybe I should just stick to my day job. This is going to be a bit of a quick, roughly put together video. I've been thinking for the last couple of days about what else I can do to try and push on and expand this woodworking business to try and get somewhere. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos about Etsy, and whilst I was watching them, a video came up about products that someone else was selling on Etsy, another woodworker, and he was recommending products that are already selling on Etsy and that he recommends are a good product. So at the moment, I don't want to use the word desperate, but it's like I'm determined to try everything. So nothing is too simple or not suitable for me. Now, these products I'm going to build today, they're not ever going to become part of the furniture brand that I'm trying to build, because they're a very simple, basic product, and that they just, to me, they just don't fit into that profile of the brand identity that I eventually want to build with that. But if I have an Etsy store and these products can sell and make some money, then I'm also going to do that alongside the furniture brand. So this video, I'm going to quickly put together some of these products. I'm going to film that. As soon as they're finished and ready, I'm going to list them on Etsy and hopefully get some orders. I'm not going to produce a large amount of them because I don't know if they're going to sell. And then if any orders come in, I know I can quickly produce this product like in the same day. So if I get an order, I can come straight into the workshop, produce the product and get it sent out probably the next day. And if I get 1 or 2 orders and it looks like that might continue, then I can come into the workshop, spend one day, maybe I can produce 50 to 100 of them. So I've got them. But at this stage, I just want to make one, get some photographs, get it listed on Etsy, leave that on there, and then I'll start thinking about other products and looking at other products that I can maybe do the same with, and I'll just keep going until my Etsy store has numerous products in it. Let's get started and make these products and see what happens. I've got this bit of wood here that's been sitting in here for a long time, but I figured at some point I would use it for something. If it turns out to be a good product, I can either get more of this material or I can see what other material might work for this design. I still haven't managed to do any organising or work. So I've got my usual setup of these old sawhorses and a bit of MDF set on top for my my workbench, which is kind of tragic, but with everything else that I've been working on with the website and the products and stuff, I just haven't had the time to think about fitting out the workshop. But hopefully that's coming up soon. I am getting close to having the website done. I've got some products on Etsy now. I'm going to work on this product tonight, and then maybe in the next few days I can actually start to think about clearing out this workshop and fitting it out with some proper workbenches to make life a bit easier. But for now, I've just been focusing on getting the business, trying to get some sort of business up and running. So I've got most of the wood cut now for this product, and it consists of 3 simple pieces of wood. It's and it's this larger piece, another piece that's the same width but slightly smaller, and then this triangle piece here. Let me put that on there. The smaller piece goes onto there, like that. This triangular piece just fixes under here. It's like a mini shelf, but like an individual shelf unit. So it fixes to a wall, and then you have this little platform here to put things on, whether it's a candle or a small plant or whatever you want to put on there. To pay for a product like this, it seems odd because it's 3 simple pieces of wood and they're just going to be fixed together. But having said that, I have bought simple things in the past, and there is a price that I guess people are willing to pay for convenience. And not everyone wants to cut wood or even has saws and stuff to do so. It's not going to be an expensive product, but it's quite a nice product, I think. And it kind of comes to life once it's put onto the wall and you put onto it whatever you are going to put onto it. It actually becomes kind of a nice ornament, whether it's in a hallway or in a lounge or something like that. So that's the product. I'm going to now fix it together. I've got some wood stain. Yeah, I've got 4 of these cut, and I may do them in 4 different colours so that I can then put them onto the website. Or I may do 2 in one colour and 2 in another colour and sort of illustrate and show them as pairs. I'm not sure, but for now I'm going to fix them together, a bit of glue and some screws, and we'll see what we end up with. I am still terribly unorganised in here, and it just ends up taking me way longer to do tasks than it should do because I'm not organised. My tools are in a mess. I've got bits of material everywhere. I've got a lot of half-finished projects, and it gets a bit irritating to try and operate in here, but being such a small space. But I'm determined. But maybe next week I can do some work in here and get it a bit more organised. I saw these on a YouTube video from another woodworker who was giving people advice on what products that you could make and sell online. I just wanted to mention the YouTuber that made the video, his name is Aura Baloney. It's a really cool channel. He just gives out woodworking tips and advice for people that want to do woodworking with an intention to sell products and make money. So Aura Baloney, check it out. It's a good channel. Got some nice videos on there. Really helpful guy. This is one of the things he suggested and recommended, so I decided to give it a go. That's going to be it for this video. I've got 4 of those built now, 2 in brown and 2 in like a dusty pink colour. They've turned out pretty well actually. I was saying before it seemed a bit odd to me that someone would buy a product this simple, but actually now they're built, I can see that there is some value in it really, because it still takes some putting together. If you don't have tools and material to build these things, then it is kind of easier to just buy them. And it would be hard to buy the material in this small amount if you just wanted 1 or 2 of these for your home. By the time you buy a sheet of this material to make these, you're going to spend more than if you just buy one or 2 of these products. I have this one, which is the wood stained. I have this one, which is the wood stained version. So you can still see a lot of the wood grain through that. And then I have this one, which is finished in like a kind of a light pink colour. I'll get these onto the Etsy site and see if they get any attention. If I get any orders, then I'll keep making more, and I may even make some more, do them in some different colours, put them onto the Etsy store as a separate listing, and just keep going until maybe I stumble across a colour that seems to be popular. But that's it. Ooh, casual. But that's going to be it for this video. It was just a couple of hours in the evening that I thought I would come out here and be a little bit productive and do something to just push on that little bit. So now I have these made, I can put them onto the Etsy store, and it's just more listings on there to try and get some more attention and momentum. I'll put the link to the Etsy store on the screen so that if you're interested, you can just go to the store and see them on there. Not necessarily to buy any, not for that reason, but more just to follow it up and see how the whole process goes from coming in here with the raw materials to building a product to actually getting it onto a site, onto an online store where people can buy it. So I'll put the link for the Etsy store on there, just for interest. Thank you for watching this video. I will hopefully see you in the next one.